everybody, welcome to L.I.D with L.I.D means light in the darkness, okay? And this lady right here is Oma. O for wow and O for oh, yeah, that surprise. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, everybody's new, this is like our maiden edition, please like this video and subscribe because you do not want to miss the interesting things that will be coming at you, okay? So like and subscribe. Thank you very much. You know, Valentine's is close, everybody's thinking about their relationship. Those people who don't get relationships, they don't go find partner by force. They want to dust up their relationship so that, you know, they will not be left out in this Valentine period. There is a reason, and I know you don't want Valentine's to be just about chocolates and unboxing and gifts. You know, a lot of people actually want that special extra thing, you know, about their Valentine celebration, and it's not out of place. I'm going to give you tips on how to position yourself. You need to position yourself rightly, okay, to get the best out of this thing they call sex. So stay tuned and I'll be telling you so much more about this positioning, okay? We're going to be looking at it from 4 major angles. We're going to be looking at it from the heart, we're going to be looking at it from the lips. You need your lips, you know that. We're going to be looking at it from the private parts. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit raw today. We're talking about sex. Should I say adults only? Just stay tuned, you would understand. One more thing that is so important that many people actually overlook. We're going to be looking at that, and I tell you the truth, that is the most important sex organ. You do not want to miss this gist, okay? First of all, you need to understand that sex is very serious. Sex is very important, okay? You don't want to get done with sex feeling used. Rather, you want to feel loved, okay? At the end of the day, you want to feel loved, not used. You don't want to just be a sex object someone is using to get over someone else or using to pass time, you know. Those kind of things actually happen. But that's not what you want, right? You need to get the right position to get the very best out of sex, okay? Like I said before, we're going to be looking at 4 parts. We're going to be looking at the lips, the heart, the sexual organs, and one very important aspect that people overlook. I'm going to tell you that when that time comes, so you do not want to go anywhere. Stay tuned. That has to be rightly positioned to have sex, to have the kind of sex that is productive, the kind of sex that, you know, brings that love, the kind of sex that produces, you know, friendship, that brings about a bond, that brings about a positive soul tie. You know, you need to have the heart involved. It has to be mutual, okay? It's not just about one person loving the other person and then the other person, you know, just trying to run away like, gosh, just let me be. I know what that feels like, okay? So the hearts have to be together. Are you guys connected in the heart level? You need to ask that question. You need to answer the question. Do you guys have that heart connection, you know? And what emotions do you really have? Are you just looking at the person's body? Oh, she has nice boobs, she has a really nice shape, you know, this guy is, you know, he's full like down there or something like that. It has to be more than that. Your hearts have to be connected. It has to be like a friendship thing coming from the heart level. So that is very, very, very important. At the heart level, you need to understand what is going on between the two of you, okay? One person cannot, okay, I'm going to say not have sex, and yes, that's true, okay? You can do also the things on your own, but the real thing you need, it's about 2 people, okay? Let me just be point blank. You cannot have sex alone, so you need 2 people. You know, you need like you, yourself, and somebody else. So it matters a whole lot that 2 of you are united in your heart. You have both, you know, emotions attracting each other. That is very important. Number 2, I'm going to talk about the lips, okay? I don't need to emphasize on this too much. Everybody knows what is involved when it comes to the lips, okay? But beyond just what you do, you know, in bed, what you do with your lips to the person, even before sex, matters. It affects the positioning of, you know, the outcome. It affects, you know, the overall outcome. To emphasize, the lips is so important. It's not just about what you do with the lips while you're at it. It's also important what you do with your lips before sex. Yeah, yes. what if I talk down on my partner every time? I tell him he's a failure. I tell her that she's up to, like, she's just worthless, you know. And then I'm trying to like get the very best out of her, like in the process and the acts. It doesn't work like that. Okay, your lips are very important to sex, and it's not just about the very sex, you know, like ongoing sex, like post-dated sex. You need to make your lips work for your sexual pleasure. Yeah, help your partner get the very best of his or her self-image. It's very important. So I'm going to tell you the sex organ that I feel is the most important thing. Who's going to take a guess, or wild guess? The mind, the brain is the most significant sex organ. If you can't think sex, you can't do sex. If somebody's not thinking sex and a person is made to go into sex forcefully, that's really okay. So you need to be in the mood, and the mood doesn't come from some supernatural feeling where it's not just about the lights or the gifts or whatever. It's about the mind. Everything must get into the mind first before, you know, it kicks that okay, I'm into this. All the things that happen in the body in preparation for the sexual act is actually because the mind has actually gotten the cue that okay, this is it, like I want to do this, I'm attracted to this guy, like this is the mood and everything. It has to get to the mind. Okay, so how do you use your mind to prepare yourself for sex? Like, how do you position your mind? That is very important. The kind of things you think about your partner is so important. If you feel like you're not prepared for the act, you're just not going to be prepared. Okay, for example, a lot of young ladies on their wedding nights are scared, maybe if that's the first time, which should be okay. They're usually scared, and they go into the process scared, and you just see that most times the pleasure is not there no matter what the guy does, because they just have a predisposition to it, you know. In their mind it's like, okay, this is not this is not what I'm prepared for, and a whole lot of things, you know, just do not go the way it's supposed to. So it's important for you to actually prepare yourself from your mind, put yourself in the mood before you know, get to that point. It's very, very important. And again, you have to think positive thoughts about your partner. If it's not positive, it's going to show. There's no way you can hide it. Okay, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. It's going to just show. You don't need to say it out. And to be honest with you, when your mind is saturated with something, you don't even know when it just goes out, like through your mouth. You're like, ah, did I just say that? Yes, you just said it, because that's what you've been thinking about like forever. So it's important to think the right thoughts. It's important to have a good image of your partner. Okay, some people are in relationships that, you know, they feel like they're doing their partner a favor. Like, I'm not your class, I just manage you, that kind of thing. It doesn't work out. It will never work out. Even if you guys are there, you just be hanging on, like, you know, let's just do it so that they won't say we did not do it. And that is not what you want. Okay, so your mind has to be rightly positioned towards the person that you're involved in. And then we're going to go to the almighty private parts. Yeah, whatever you consider private parts, you need to understand where to position it. It's very important. But talking about this, there are two things involved. Two things. Okay, what are those two things? Is there this is your hand or this is your hand? What do I mean? If this is your hand and you have a ring on, then I can tell you where to put it. Okay, where you're gonna put it is right where your partner wants it. The main aim here is to please your partner. It's not about what you want, it should be about what the other person wants. Okay, and the best kind of positioning is the positioning that helps your partner to get pleasure. Even before yourself, before you think about yourself, you think about the other person. For example, there's something the person doesn't like in sex, you don't, you know, push it, you don't enforce it just because you want it. Okay, you have to consider the other person, and that is what is going to bring that maximal, you know, pleasure and love and bonding and friendship that you want at the very end of the act. So yeah, put it wherever your partner wants it. Okay, this is a faith-based corner. Okay, so I can tell you that that is very scriptural. There are many things people argue, is this right, is this wrong? Whatever gives your partner pleasure and you guys are okay with it is fine. Okay, I'm not an authority, but okay, we can start a conversation. If you think that's not correct, if you think that's not true, you want to share something contrary, you are so free down there, you know, the comment section. I want to hear what you have to say. Why is that not right? What is your experience? You know, come on. I like people to contradict me sometimes because I want to also learn. Okay, let's go back to the second group, and I think this group actually has so many. If your hand is this hand right here, there's one place you have to put it. There's one place you have to put your private parts. You need to zip it behind your skirt, your trousers, you know, and maybe you should put like a padlock there. Do you know why? First of all, okay, I'm not just saying something like from the blues. You know why I'm saying that. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because this thing they call sex is actually really expensive. Like, it's expensive, and believe me, you do not want to give it to just anybody. You do not want to give it to just anybody. Sex is not just expensive, it's priceless. Okay, it's like a bonding that, you know, occurs between yourself and somebody special. You don't want to make that special person everybody. Okay, so you need somebody that's going to make the commitment with you and is going to stay with you. Okay, and the ring must be there. I'm telling you the truth. The ring is just a symbol of commitment. I know sometimes people actually give rings and they don't feel committed. They give the ring and they feel like I can take you back anytime. But let it be a guiding factor. Just, you need commitment to give that thing out. You just need commitment. It doesn't matter, okay, oh, what's this study talking about? I'm already giving it like to so many people for various reasons. I'm not part of the people she's talking about here. It's not too late for you to re-strategize, okay? Whatever has happened in the past is in the past. You are watching this video right now and you want to get the best position for sex. This is the best position for you right now. You need to position yourself in chastity. You need to understand that sex is not just about the gift. Somebody cannot give you a gift, an iPhone, and because of that you exchange your soul. It's like you exchanging your soul because it's a soul tie. You're going to be tied to the person. Whatever happens to the person affects you. Whatever happens to you affects the person. Like, you don't want to do that with everybody. It's like, it's too critical for you to allow, you know, everybody have that special experience with you. So yes, you need to keep it really special. I don't know if you've learned anything here, or maybe this has made you to think about certain things. You definitely want to subscribe so you do not miss out on the great content that's going to be coming up, you know, in this corner. So you just need to be connected to what is happening. I'm excited.